Yeah, we heard that goal song, except it was fucking Lafreniere scoring on his own fucking goal.
Yeah, I mean that
Awful game.
Not too much
Awful
goals
game.
being played when you get shut out, but
You know what?
you know
What really pissed me off about the whole fucking thing?
What?
There's not one thing that happened during that game that you could point and say so and so did good. Because I guess you could have said that Igor did well up until the end, and you know what? He's out of position there, but the whole thing was fucking weird, and I think his being out of position was kind of a lackadaisical response to, I don't know. I guess the puck hit the crease in the fucking boards and just didn't go, and it deflected back at him, which was bizarre.
Yeah,
but I mean, no excuses there. But he goes to go clear the puck out, it hits the boards and goes nowhere. Goes right back at him, and it's an own goal. But the most frustrating thing to me about it was, despite nobody having anything a day worth talking about, other than maybe Shesterkin up until that point, they still only lost by fucking really. They lost by 2 goals. The last goal is a fucking empty netter. Like, that's not. But they were in the game until to the end of it, and it's very frustrating when you see a team with so much fucking talent sit there and just not do anything, and yet they're still fucking good. It's just frustrating to see it and just be like, and Florida was one of the teams I just didn't want to play, because Boston, I felt good against Boston. I was like, I don't want to play against Florida, and I don't want to play against Colorado. Those are the 2 teams I was like, I don't want to see their asses in the fucking playoffs at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say the sad part about it was when a goal gets taken off the board for the Panthers. That was the loudest the Garden crowd got, because that's really the only thing they were able to cheer for the entire game, pretty much. And it was brutal. I mean, I would say defensively, I think I wasn't, when they were down 1-0, it sucked, but because the offense really wasn't working. But I wasn't too concerned about the Florida Panthers extending that lead at that point at all. I think the defense was playing well, and Igor was playing very well. And then obviously you got the 2-0 goal was, that weird play. We said he must have went to angle it off the boards, hit the crease, goes right back to who is it, Verhaeghe, and then and then he puts it towards the net, and Lafreniere tries to help out on defense, and he probably could have just left it. I mean, I don't know what the communication was. Like, Igor probably could have said something like "got it," or like, like in baseball, if there's a fly ball you're both going for, someone calls the other person off there.
What's got it in Russian and French?
Yeah, it must have been the cross up there. But yeah, I mean, that was frustrating. But I mean,
it's frustrating that they didn't play any inspired hockey whatsoever, but they're still somehow in the game for the entire fucking game. It's frustrating to see somebody so talented just fucking do nothing.
Yeah.
And they're still pretty good. It's fucking annoying.
And they had a lot of opportunities, a lot of posts. I mean, Braden Schneider early in the first period could have tied it up quickly right after Kachuk's goal, and he hits it off the post. They have another breakaway later on in the second period. That goes off, that gets a save by Bobrovsky. I mean, listen, we're not playing against, Freddie Anderson. We're not playing against Charlie Lindgren here. This is one of the best premier goalies. This is one of the last 4 teams standing. Obviously, the goal playing is going to be stepping up. The goaltenders are going to be incredible. And, I mean, Bobrovsky is the one you probably didn't want to see. But, listen, you got to face him. That's who you got. You want to get to the Stanley Cup final, you got to go through this team. And I think the physicality, people say, Panthers are so physical. I mean, I saw some of it, but I wasn't too
impressed.
I wasn't impressed. They tell me, everyone talking about this game coming into any NHL, talking head was basically like, the physicality is going to ramp up. It's going to be more than it was with the Canes and with the Capitals. I wasn't too impressed by it. I didn't really see too much. Like, I think the Capitals were more physical than the Panthers were today. I mean, that's just what I saw, but that's the
thing that what I did see, one thing that I liked, but they just completely got away. When the second period started, they came out very fast. The Rangers did. They came out very fast, attacking, and then it just looked like they just got exhausted at that point and blew their fucking load early, and that was it. Something clearly wrong with Fox. I don't know if he was out on the ice too long, if he got rattled when he got hit in the face with the puck. I don't know what happened at the end of that game, but there's something clearly Fox was slow. And it might have just been he was on the ice too long, I hope.
I think they put him on that at the end there. It was kind of like Labia. He took a timeout, and I think he was just going to go with his best players on the ice at that point. And I think Adam Fox had nothing. I think it was dumb to keep him out there. You saw him huffing and puffing at the end, right? You saw that?
Still making plays, though. Still making plays.
And he's still playing well. I'm not saying I think at that point, though, I mean.
But it's unfair to him at that point.
Yeah,
it's unfair to him. It's unfair to the rest of the team to have him out there for like damn near 2 minutes in his own end.
Yeah, and he looked exhausted. I don't blame him. I mean, I think he was.
And then right before that, he got hit in the face with a puck.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, him
that doesn't help.
Ryan Lindgren, he's bleeding. He's cut up. He's always going to be though. He's the warrior. But
I'm fairly certain he does it to himself.
I think he does it for the.
It's like Willie,
warriorness of him, you know.
Like Willie Beeman when Willie Beeman forces himself to throw up in the middle of any given Sunday, where he's just like, I'm going to throw up myself. Like, the first time you threw up, you played a pretty good game. I guess I got to throw up every game now. Like Ryan Lindgren's like, all right, I can't do anything unless I'm bleeding. So quick, somebody punched me in the face.
How did you feel about Hito coming back? I think there was a point. I mean, he's still trying to get back to playing well. I mean, obviously, I think he's better than playing Rempe. I know Rempe's that, motivational guy when gets out to the Garden crowd goes nuts. But I mean, listen, we're not gonna have how many fights you can get into the playoffs, and that's
I that's not why I'm sitting here kind of like shaking my head about it. It's just that the non-factor, man. He's a non-factor. He did nothing today. Absolutely nothing. I think in that kid line, 2 people did something. Kako had a shot on goal. Is a nice attempt. It rattled around a little bit, but ultimately, Bobrovsky just corralled it, and Lafreniere scored on his own goal. So, like, other than that, Hedl didn't do a fucking thing today.
No,
Trouba put a hit on somebody for a change this season, and it was like the Trouba train's been sitting like in the station all season long. I haven't seen him fucking do anything. Yeah, but he put a hit on somebody, and then that was the only thing he did. The whole game.
Lafreniere, he missed that during that scramble late in the third. He hit the top post.
So many opportunities missed. Right. We had at least 2 points during the game were inside their net with multiple shots on goal and nothing. And it's so big for them to come back with goalie interference and get that goal taken off, to do nothing with that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Honestly, when that happened, I was like, they're gonna score here. And they had that mad frenzy in front of the net, and they just it was the post at that point. And then even when they hit the post, it came back out to Trouba. And then he couldn't really do anything with it. So, I mean, they had their chances there late in the third. Like I said, they didn't play well, but they had the opportunity to win the hockey game, and they just did not take it. It was very frustrating.
Again, I'll say this until I'm blue in the face. It's frustrating to watch them lose by such a small margin and play so bad.
Yeah, I was talking to my wife about that. I was like, I'd rather just lose 4-0.
No. Like, again, a small margin playing so badly, it just makes you think if you would have played average, you win the game.
No, I know they lost 3-0, but really, I mean,
it's not. It's 2-0. They lost 2-0.
1-0. I know the empty netters at the end, but like realistically, Igor gave up 1 goal. You put 1 across, it's a different hockey game. At that point, when they get the goal and the goal comes off, they score right there. Let's say Lafreniere just hit the post.
It's different game.
It goes to the net. It's a different game at that point. And I'd rather the fact that it was pretty much 1-0. At that point, and you knew they weren't going to score. It's like I might as well lose 16-0. Like, because it doesn't matter. It hurts more when it's 1-0 because it's like you were so close to putting 1 right there to tie it. At least get it to overtime and give yourself a chance. And I'd rather lose 5-0 and early on in that game than have to sit through what we just saw. And it just was extremely frustrating. But
it's hard to watch every opportunity. Slow. It's like a death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting there going like, Jesus. Okay, so they give you that glimmer, take it away. Give you a glimmer, take it away. Give you a glimmer, fuck that glimmer. And you're just like, Jesus, can you just get a fucking do something? Move, wiggle your big toe.
Do something. I don't know if it was just me watching the game, if I felt this way, but maybe you felt this way as well. But it seemed like both teams couldn't get passes going because it felt like the ice was just, I guess, I don't know if the ice wasn't properly set or whatever, but that puck was bouncing all over the place where it was like Florida would get the puck, they'd pass it over to the next guy and he'd miss it, hop over his stick, go to the Rangers, Ranger try to pass it again, hop over to the Rangers stick, go right back to Florida. And it was like happening back and forth. Do you think it was? Do you think it was something with the ice that it was making that bounce puck the whole game?
I honestly felt. I felt like the puck was not going the Rangers' way. I was thinking the whole game I'm going, the puck just won't bounce our fucking way.
You need a luck puck when it comes to the playoffs. But I'm talking about just passing wise. There was at one point they were passing back and forth, and no team was connecting on a pass because
Jimmy Vesey was doing his absolute best to make sure that he gave the puck to Florida.
That was, I mean, TJ texted earlier in the game, and I wasn't watching because I was coming home from work, and I'm like, I'm only listening on the radio, so I have no idea what it's not as accurate as you would be watching it yourself. But yeah, I mean, at one point he passed it into the zone. I'm like, he passed it right to a Panther. I'm like, why don't you pass it to like away from them? Like trying to get it to a Ranger? Like, what were you doing? It was it's a frustrating.
Mark Messier said it during an intermission. He said it looks like they have no strategy, and it really didn't. It really looked like they were playing like a pickup game of fucking pond hockey. Like, all right, guys, we don't know who's on our team or anything, but there was no strategy whatsoever. Usually you try to use one player as your point guy, the guy who's going to get the puck out, distro it, run the point, kind of like basketball. He's going to be your point guard, right?
Yeah.
You're Jalen Brunson. And usually that's Panarin. I saw him get frustrated at some point during the game where he just started throwing his body at people. His like 5'8" body, just chucking it at people.
Yeah.
In that third period, he just started. You could see he was frustrated. After the last, I don't know, fucking pile up in front of the Panthers net where there was like 6 shots on goal, none of them his. You could see he just got frustrated. Like, what the fuck are we doing right now? He was full on Charlie Conway, grabbing Banks by his fucking neck and tearing him down. I thought he was going to take a swing at Bobrovsky. I really did. He's like, best friend's nothing. But.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few shots by Zibanejad that were like one-timers that seemed like they were going to go in.
Everybody's stick breaking tonight. The fuck is that?
Yeah, I think it was I was listening to the radio, but there was a point, I think it was a pass to Trocheck, and he went to go shoot it. Just the puck the stick just shattered. It was just
Zibanejad broke his stick. Panarin broke his stick. All on scoring opportunities. It was just so frustrating to see because you just see them take the big wind up. You're like, oh, here it comes. Broken stick. The puck moves half an inch and it goes straight to Florida. And you're just sitting there going like, what in the fuck is going on right now? Yeah. Who's the equipment guy? Do a better fucking job of handing out sticks.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with those sticks. It's insane. But I mean, it is what it is. Game 1, can't be 2 down. Listen, the Rangers aren't favored. The Rangers weren't supposed to win today, right? According to Vegas. They're not supposed to win the series according to Vegas, but
see, I don't understand that. This shit doesn't even fucking make sense. Because first of all, fuck Vegas. I hate Las Vegas and all their fucking ruining sports with their fucking all this bullshit with gambling. All right. I know you guys are like gambleaholics and you probably should talk to somebody about that, but I hate all of
I haven't gambled since football season.
The mere fact that you know what the odds is tells me that you're lying.
No, because the reason why I know the odds is it's in your face everywhere you go. I checked the ESPN app right before the game.
I ignore that shit.
Plus 100.
I don't understand how the team that had the most wins in the fucking league is the underdog. I don't get it. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, you just saw it happen.
Yeah, but that's bullshit though. Because any day you can win or you can lose. Like,
of course,
if they go like. They weren't supposed to win the first 7 straight either. Like,
no, of course not. They weren't.
So, like, I'm not going to use today as indicative of like why Florida is better than the Rangers. They won earlier this season on Pride Night. I was there. First loss I ever saw. And again, that night the Rangers played uninspired hockey. I will also say the fact that tickets at the Garden cost like $1,300 a piece, that probably makes it so that people that go there aren't really fucking Rangers fans. Because like. Rangers fans to me are blue collar people. Like fucking Julius Randle is not a fucking Rangers fan.
Well, he gets those for free.
I got it, but like he's at the game. He's not a fucking Rangers fan.
Yeah, that's true.
Michael J. Fox. I'm pretty sure Michael J. Fox ain't a Rangers fan either. He's a Canadian.
No, I think he's a big fan. He's always at the Ranger games.
He's always there. But he's from Canada, so I'm pretty sure he's fans of a Canadian team.
You think he's a Toronto Maple Leafs fan?
I don't know. I don't know what part of Canada Michael J. Fox is from. Newsflash, everybody. Marty McFly, fucking Canadian. But it's like Dave Coulier. Dave Coulier is a huge Red Wings fan. If he lived in New York, he'd probably be at the Garden every day just to be at hockey, to have the hockey feel.
That's true. That's true.
But I don't think Michael. I think Michael J. Fox is a fucking Senators fan, honestly.
Well, where is he from?
I don't know. He is from Edmonton, so he's probably an Oilers fan.
What is he doing? He's coming in to jinx the Rangers.
Yeah, probably. You're probably fucking right about that, actually.
I'll give him a pass. I'll give him a Parkinson's pass. Feel bad for him, so I'll give him a pass.
What? Get the fuck out of here! But my point being is that it's like the Yankee games when you see people sitting behind home plate. They're not fucking Yankee fans,
except for Steve Shripper.
Fair enough. Bobby Bacala's a big fucking Yankee fan. I'll say that much. And Chris Rock's a Yankee fan. He goes to a lot of Yankee games. James Gandolfini was a Yankee fan.
About the Knicks game, the Knicks, they had like Ben Stiller, Chris Rock, all those guys. Those guys are Knicks fans. Those guys are legit Knicks fans.
They are. But my point being, the Garden is so expensive, the average fan can't even fucking go. So it's no wonder that there's nobody. And then beers are so expensive, you can't buy them. So it's no wonder that in the fucking second period when nothing is fucking happening, you could hear crickets in the fucking place.
Yeah.
What is there to be excited about? I'm too poor to afford to go to the Garden. Go to a fucking watch party where tickets cost like $5 and hear the noise that gets made at a watch party.
Yeah.
And then sit there and say like, oh yeah, the fans aren't loud. No, the fans are loud. They're not at the fucking game because all the lawyers and fucking doctors and fucking Wall Street guys, they bought the $1,300 tickets. And the fucking guy that works construction has to worry about putting braces on his fucking kid.
You're right. And that's the problem in New York when it comes to playoffs or even just any regular season game. I mean, they're just so expensive to go to.
It's stupid. Dude, it's $22 for a fucking beer at the Garden. $22. That's American, not Canadian. That's $22 American. It's fucking crazy. If you and your buddy went to go to a game and you had 3 beers apiece, it's $120 fucking bucks.
I know. Well, with my wife, I got her a double shot of vodka drink because I was like, you better try to pour it all in now. And we're not even talking about fucking like high-end liquor. If you get fucking a Guinness, it's $22. She had it was like Absolute vodka. And it was like, I think it was like $26 for double. And then you sit there and you wonder why the game is fucking crickets. Yeah, it's because all the real fans are at home getting drunk from fucking Bud Light for fucking $3. They're out there TVs. Yeah, that was me just now. Woke up Meredith like 4 times. She fell asleep at her feet in my lap. I was like, you motherfucker, score the fucking goal. Get somebody to anything. My wife just knows how unpleasant to be around when the game's on. They're losing. I don't like feeling that way. And in my old age, I just turn off shit when I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. I'm just like, I play off hockey and I can't. I'm mad. I'm in a bad mood. Yeah, I was fucking nasty. When they scored that empty netter, I was like, fuck this fucking shit. And I turned it off and walked away. I was like, that's why you were like, hey, we're 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm already fucking here. I'm already angry. No. And listen, when the Rangers lose, we don't get any. No one wants to talk about it. I understand the energy though. It's again, I'm older. If we hadn't already determined, like, yeah, we're gonna do the show tonight, yeah, I probably would have just went to bed all fucking angry and shit. It's draining to have that anger in you for an extended period of time. Like, it's better to just kind of like forget it and just fucking drive the fuck on, as opposed to sit there and dwell on it for like an hour and 20 minutes and just be like, I fucking hate you. Florida. You know what pisses me off? That we allow assholes from Florida to come to our games in New York, but if we try to buy tickets in Florida, they're like, no. You can't buy tickets here. Fuck you. Okay. Get real fucking fans. You don't even deserve a team. You can't even physically have ice in Florida. I was thinking to myself earlier, I was like, they get rid of ice in Florida. There's no pond hockey in Florida. There's no fucking hockey in Florida except for professional hockey. Luis Mendoza couldn't even fucking stop. He couldn't stop because probably practicing on grass. Fucking A. Or the beach. No, I mean it's just that's why I'm like I give myself 5 minutes before I get on here because if I go on immediately after the game ended and they lost, I'm just gonna be cursive but still be pissed off. So
That's
at least now it's like the good thing about now is like we can come here, make a couple of jokes, have a little fun, talk to your friends, drink a drink, let it go for a little bit until Friday comes around and we're pissed off again.
Just infuriating. I might have to switch it up now because my fucking Lundqvist lost just now, so I might have to throw on like my Veterans Day jersey.
Well, my Panarin is now 0-2. No, not 0-2. Sorry, it was 7-8, 8-2 because it did see all the wins, but now 8-3 now. So, I don't know.
Well, Meredith said my jersey stinks,
but it's 1-3 in the last 4 games. So this jersey's got to go. I think I might pull up the K'Andre Miller third jersey for the next game.
I might throw my fucking Rick Nash jersey on.
I did a Fox hoping like he would turn around, and they lost that one. So I mean, they can do Lindgren or Miller.
I might throw Sean Avery on just to fucking.
Did you see him talk about
the fucking Maloik on fucking Bobrovsky?
Did you see that? Did you see him talk about the Panthers Rangers series coming up? Did you see that?
No, I missed that.
He was like talking about how like they need to play Rempe because Panthers are looking for a war. This is like they're not coming to New York to watch a Broadway show. They're coming to to find a battle. New York Rangers are going to be in a war, and he's like, he signs up. He's like, let's go Rangers. Potvin sucks. Fatso wouldn't shake my hand. Let's go Rangers. I was like, that's amazing. I love that he signs up. Potvin sucks. Fatso won't shake my hand. Let's go Rangers. Amazing.
I fucking love Sean Avery.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna wear my fucking Sean Avery jersey. I'm not gonna wear it on the road. I think I'm gonna switch. I've been wearing my Kako on the road. I'm gonna switch to my Veterans Day, my custom Veterans Day jersey. Either that or my Panarin Veterans Day jersey. And I think I'm gonna switch to my Avery for the home games. And so, you gotta change it up, man. Maybe I'll switch to fucking rum. I've been drinking beer. Maybe I'll switch to rum. You gotta put the vibes out there, man. You gotta put the vibes out there.
Yeah, switch it up sometimes. I was obviously with the Knicks being eliminated. My buddy on Sunday,
Corey?
We're Knicks fans, but he's a much bigger Knicks fan than we are.
Who's that, Corey?
Yeah. And so him and his son were watching the game, and at halftime, he made everyone, his wife, his daughter, him, his son, they all changed all their clothes because they're losing in half. We got to figure it out, turn the vibe around, get some new luck into here. And fortunately, it didn't work out, but I like that vibe though. You gotta feel like you gotta change it up, try to do it. Help the team out. We're not superstitious. We're little-stitious. So
that's factual. Next game's on Friday, in Florida.
No, not in Florida.
No, is that the Garden still?
Yeah, the first 2 games in the Garden, next 2 in Florida, and then Game 5 is Garden, Game 7 is Garden.
Oh, that's right. Fuck. I'm exhausted right now. So you got a lot more Scoreboard Addicts coming to you this week. Obviously, we're on tonight. We'll be on Thursday. What's today? Wednesday? Shit. Tomorrow night we have another one. Our weekly tomorrow. And then Friday we have the post game for the Rangers. If you like what you're hearing, fucking shoot us a message. We love to interact. We really do. I love talking to people. Anthony and TJ, I love talking to people. Most importantly, if you like what you're hearing, click like and subscribe. Turn on those notifications. Let's get a rapport going. I'm waiting for that one person to log on, and then they're like, "Yo, can I come on the show?" Yeah, let's do that. I'm waiting for that.
Let's do it.
Let's talk. Let's talk anything. I'll talk about fucking how I haven't used the Pythagorean theorem since fucking 12th grade. Let's talk about that.
I think
enough time on that shit.
I would say even a lot longer than that. No,
I took the SAT in fucking 12th grade, man.
You took yours in 12th? I took mine 11th.
I mean, I took the ASVAB too when I was fucking 19, so I probably used the Pythagorean theorem on that too.
Oh, maybe. Pythagorean theorem is bullshit, just so everyone knows.
It's not bullshit, but I have never used it.
That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit.
Totally valid, just not for anybody that's normal.
Do you like the new setup? Maybe being behind the bar as opposed to
I was gonna mention it, but I didn't want to put too much onus on it. But I do like it a lot, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, I did this because I was like, oh, it's really late. The kids are sleeping. The office is right next to them. And then as we're here, I'm getting texts from my wife telling me that I'm still too loud.
That's,
I think it's just me. My voice carries. It's a deep voice.
It's called having a commanding authority.
Yes.
Like that's it. You have a command presence.
Thank you. Yeah. So I think next time I have to put the microphone down and have the microphone.
Like fucking Vader.
So I can whisper into the microphone.
No, I am your father.
Anyway, listen, I think there's not too many positives to take with that, but here's one.
That's the worst part. There's no positives.
Here's the one note for Ranger fans not to be down. The New York Rangers lost Game 1 in 1994. They still won that series.
I'm so tired of hearing about 1994.
It's 30 years ago, so you're gonna keep hearing about it.
It's like it's.
You know what made it worse? I think OJ dying, OJ being back in the news 30 years later, the same year as the Rangers making a run, made it like 94.
Did the Knicks lose to the Pacers in the playoffs in 94?
No, they went to the NBA Finals and lost to the Houston Rockets, but but they didn't win a championship. So that's the thing we're ticking off the 1994 mojo is that they didn't win a championship.
Well, baseball was on strike, right?
It was.
I mean, the Mets are pretty much.
They've
called it a year. So.
Yeah, they're basically on strike. They've got to play baseball.
Oh my god!
Except for Luis Severino, he's like, why did I come to this team? Could have literally went anywhere else.
Oh shit! I totally forgot that I ordered a custom fucking Rangers jersey, Adidas, before supplies run out, and we have to be stuck with Fanatics for 10 years of trash.
Yeah.
And it's actually getting shipped. It's shipped to me right now, so I guess I'll be wearing that for home games.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I'll have it by Saturday.
Nice. Just in time.
But all that being said, game 2 Friday at the Garden. Catch us for the post game. Probably be on about 11. But we'll be those guys. Hopefully, we'll be happy guys, and there'll be more of you watching and listening because you're thrilled about a Rangers W. Hopefully, they recover from this. Have a better strategy for Friday's game. Come out hot. Come out intense. A lot of fire because this, like, playing this lazy, fucking boring, fucking no energy, uninspired hockey is not going to get it done. It really isn't.
Lavalette needs to make a adjustment because they're dumping chase against this defense is not going to work. They're too good. Back check, forecheck, paycheck. That's what Lavalette doing right now. So.
And with that, we'll catch you again. We'll catch our regular show tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We'll be here to talk everything New York sports as well as whiskey of the week. I'm Nick. That's Anthony, the Rook, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace. Let's go Rangers.